Welcome to Tariff Town, where everything's 10% more expensive, and the economic theories are as clear as mud. President Trump has declared a trade emergency, slapping a 10% tariff on all imports to protect American jobs. Or so the story goes. But is this bold move a masterstroke of economic genius or just another chapter in the art of the deal? Let's unpack the strategy that's got economists scratching their heads and consumers checking their receipts. Okay, hold on to your wallets, folks, because we're diving deeper into Tariff Town. So the grand plan, as majestically unveiled on what was dubbed Liberation Day, liberation from what exactly? Affordable imports, perhaps, involves a cool 10% tariff on pretty much everything that dares to cross our borders. But wait, there's more. For a select group of about 60 worst offenders among our trading partners, there are even higher reciprocal tariffs. We're talking rates like 34% for China, which then escalated to a whopping 145% after some back and forth, 20% for the European Union, and 24% for Japan. Because, reciprocity. It's like that golden rule. Do unto others as they've apparently been doing unto your major domestic industries. The stated goals? Oh, they're as shiny as a new tariff coin. We're talking about protecting American jobs, boosting American manufacturing, reducing the trade deficit, and ensuring fair trade. It's all about taking back our economic sovereignty and stopping other countries from taking advantage of the good old US of A. Some supporters even claim these tariffs will strengthen the U.S. economy, lead to significant reshoring of industries, and have very minor effects on prices. One analysis even projected a global tariff of 10% would grow the economy by $728 billion and create 2.8 million jobs. Sounds like a free lunch with just a 10% cover charge for everyone else, right? Now, who exactly pays for this economic masterstroke? Well, if you ask the president, it's foreign countries. But, and this is where the mud gets a little clearer if you're the one footing the bill, tariffs are essentially taxes paid by companies that import goods. And guess who those companies usually pass that extra cost on to? Bingo! The American consumer. So that iPhone, those new shoes, maybe even your morning coffee beans, get ready for a potential price bump. Economists, those party poopers, project these tariffs could reduce long-run GDP and wages. One estimate suggests a middle-income household might face a lifetime loss of $22,000. Another study claims these tariffs could cost American households $5,200 annually. And what about those American jobs we're protecting? Well, it's a bit like a seesaw. Some argue that while tariffs might give a small temporary boost to specific industries like steel and aluminum, they could lead to job losses in other sectors that rely on those materials due to higher input costs. One report estimated that while manufacturing employment might see a small rise, job losses in other industries could lead to a net negative impact on overall employment. Another projection? A potential reduction in manufacturing employment by 500,000. It seems protecting jobs might be a bit more complicated than just building a tariff wall. The art of the deal aspect is in full swing too, with tariffs announced, then postponed, then increased when countries retaliate, creating a whirlwind of confusion. There have been quick reversals and pauses, often framed as strategic genius after the fact. Economists are largely in disagreement with the idea that these tariffs will improve Americans' welfare, with many studies showing that U.S. consumers bear the brunt of the costs. As one pundit put it, the idea that this is inherently good and makes the American economy strong is wrong-headed. Stay tuned, folks, as we continue to navigate the thrilling and slightly terrifying landscape of Tariff Town.